Gettysburg. Call him Ghostcob in the heart of Gettysburg.
Greetings from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Ghost Cobb, Mrs. Cobb, and Maci on her bed at our feet.
Sound asleep.
Sound asleep. So this week's Fun 5 is going to be a tad bit different. First off, I want to thank anybody that's went over to Sergeant Savinelli's channel and watched our get-together video. We are going to kind of explain some of that right quick. That was a unplanned last-minute trip, and we had the opportunity while Sarge was on vacation to meet up with him, and so we spent the day with them. So anybody that has not gone over there, please go over to Sergeant Savinelli's channel and check out our little get-together video. It was quite a hoot, so it was. So this week we will not be shouting out any channels. This week we are going to be doing our 5 favorite memories with Maci. Very quickly, Maci's ears has gotten a lot worse. There's some other stuff going on with her and her health, and therefore, unfortunately, it is with deep sadness that it is time to put her to rest. We have an appointment tomorrow morning to do that. We don't want to wait till it gets worse to where her organs start shutting down, because she's already, now and then she takes double breaths. She's lost a bunch of weight, and we just don't want her to suffer. And as responsible pet owners and the love that we have for her, we certainly do not want any of that to happen. So, Mrs. Cobb, you're already sniffling, and I'm trying to hold it together here. So we'll see how well I do, because I've been a mess all week. So,
Yep. Oh, so yes, the trip was not a planned trip. In all of our travels with Maci, her favorite destination has been Compass Rose Beach in Rhode Island, where I'm from. So in talking with her vet, she felt like it was fine that we had the time that we could do that. So we wanted to make sure she got to go back to her favorite place. And it was amazing.
it was.
It was an amazing weekend.
We gathered a bunch of seashells to keep with her urn in her room. And we got to play with her in the water. We got to let her roam the beach on a 25-foot lead.
Yep. We had the beach to ourselves for about 3.5 hours. And she just loved it. As soon as she reached the grass area where it dropped down and she realized where we were, she got so excited and ran straight for the ocean.
Yeah. She's trying to bite the waves.
Yeah. So she had a great day there. And then
Saturday.
we went to Sarge's, and they were just phenomenal with her.
And us.
And us. But they gave her an amazing breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, some pool time, lots of loves.
More love than I think she can take, if there is such a thing.
So, yep, it was definitely a good weekend. Phew.
Yeah.
I would need more alcohol than this.
We've already killed a bottle of Wild Turkey 101 that was about about 3/4 of the way empty. We killed it already, and now we're dipping into Long Branch, and as you can see, it's going down quite smoothly between the two of us as well. So there will be a liquor store restock trip at some point as well.
So she has been fortunate that she has had so many people stop by and see her this past week.
Monday was horrible. Tuesday was horrible. Monday wasn't so bad. Tuesday was the start of it because our trash goes on Tuesday.
Saturday was.
Oh yeah.
Saturday we decided to, well, I had reached out to the girls at her daycare to let them know that we would be bringing her by for Saturday so that they could have her for the day, because those girls have watched her for 4.5 years. So
Greenland Pet Resort, if you live in the Pennsylvania area, they are the ones that we used, and Katie, Nikki,
Desiree, they all care.
all the
so
crew.
much.
Yeah.
So much.
We didn't even step into the building. We come through the first door, and it was like Niagara Falls. Katie was beside herself.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, if you can find a place that cares that much about your pet that they only see part-time, use them as much as you can, because those are the kind of folks that we want looking out for our fur babies.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, the crew at Greenland Pet Resort did exactly just that. They were amazing.
Yep.
They are amazing.
They gave her a Saturday filled with swimming and ice cream, and her friends that weren't even on shift came in to see her.
Yep.
So she had a great day on Saturday. Tuesday, she got to see Brian, her trash man.
Yep.
She absolutely loves him. We've had Brian since we moved here almost 5 years ago. So he came and got some Maci cuddles. And Rob, our UPS driver, oh Lord, that's her man, and it has been for her whole life. Her whole life. He leaves her animal cookies even when she's not outside. We find them in the wintertime at our doorstep for her.
Yep.
So he's come by almost every day this week to see her.
Even if there's no packages due on the street, he comes through the development, he stops, gets out of the truck, and comes up to the garage to visit with Maci. So, UPS, Rob is amazing. We love him dearly. He is a part of the family, and has really showered Maci with a lot of love and care over the 4 years that we've had Maci. 4.5 years that we've had Maci, because we've had her since she was adoptable.
Yep, she's had neighbors come over and give her hugs and cuddles.
George, Dan, Chris.
Yeah, she's had lots of people. My brother took vacation today to be able to come, and we took all the dogs in the family for an ice cream treat together.
That was horrible. That was horrible. that was probably one of the most difficult times. And there is a Sasquatch sighting. Look at that. Say hi, Squatch.
Hi. Who am I saying hi to?
YouTube.
Oh, hi, YouTube. Hi, princess. I love you.
Love you.
I love you too. Love you too.
I love you. Thank you.
Love you, Miss.
Okay.
Love you.
This week has been just, we are blinded by the light. Isn't that a song?
Yes.
I thought that was a song.
She's singing it. Oh,
Hopefully she doesn't quit her night job because her singing is not good.
oh my.
So, we decided that instead of shouting out 5 channels, Christy come up with the decision to do our 5 best memories with Maci. So I'm going to start because she's a hot mess. And rightfully so. One of my favorite memories with Maci is the day we got her. I did not want a dog. And we got in my brother-in-law, her brother's car to go look at these puppies. And I said, I do not want a dog. I'm going to get stuck cleaning after this dog, feeding the dog, spending time with the dog, and I don't want a dog. And even the moment that we picked her up and we put her in the car and we were bringing her home, and Christy was holding her in the back seat.
So cute and tiny.
And I kept saying, I don't want her. I don't want this dog. And about 3 days later, I was daddy and she was my smoking buddy, and it just went downhill from there, folks.
Yeah.
She has just been my buddy ever since. And you guys know more than anybody how much I love her. And, you know, I wish I could take it all back because I certainly never meant it in a negative way. I just, at that point, just felt that we did not need a dog. And Christy's famous response was,
Christy works. She's not asking. I'm telling you, I'm getting her.
and that was the end of it. So
Yep.
that was that. So that's one of my favorite memories
Yeah.
of Maci. So now what's one of your favorite?
Oh, I'm gonna go with also the same day that we got her. My sister has a Labradoodle. And he is 66 pounds.
Great dog.
And when we got Maci, Maci was the size of her head.
His head.
No, her head. Like, she was so tiny.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she just fit in one hand. She was so itty bitty. And he was 66 pounds, and he was just smitten from day one. Like, those pictures, like, they are just, like, what instant love at first sight.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he is just, like, head over heels in love with her. She crawled right over him, took his bone, and he just sat there and looked at her like, it's okay. I love you.
You can have whatever you want.
Yeah. So I think that was one of the best, sweetest memories with Maci.
Oh, for sure.
And it's also going to be one of the hardest because they still have
That bond. Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Okay, you next. That's 2.
All right, number
2 down, 3 to go.
Number 3. Let's see. Number 3. I'm going to go with the day that I found out that Maci does not like English blend pipe tobacco. You know, she loves this cigar in particular. It's the Blanco 9. She loves this cigar. I break it out of the wrapper, out of the cellophane, and she's smelling it. I light it, and she's sitting on my lap going, sticking her nose up to smell the aroma. I brought her out here one time, and we sat on the porch, and I lit a English blend, and I know exactly what blend it was. My favorite, Boswell's Railroad Station. And she looked at me, looked at that pipe, looked at me, and was like, I don't think so. And she got down, sat there and looked over her shoulder at me and walked over to her bed and laid down.
She was
and
very
was like,
good at the side eye.
Yeah, she gives you the dirty eye. She'll give you the dirty eye. And I got the stink eye pretty bad that day. So I was like, well, I guess this will be the last time I smoke an English blend with her on my lap. And she has yet to sit on my lap while I smoke an English blend pipe tobacco. She will not do it. She is just like my wife, and like most women, they do not like English blends.
And we'll tell you about yourself.
And we'll tell you about yourself right quick. So that is number 3. Number 4.
Number 4, I am going to pick, the YTPC had a meetup at Boswell's 2019.
Mm-hmm.
It was pre-COVID. And I had taken Maci to go see the Easter Bunny at PetSmart, and then I came back over to Boswell's.
Thank you, Brian Doran, Beans 316, for setting that up, by the way.
And someone had come up to, and I'm so terrible with
Piping,
names.
picking, the guy who actually wrote and sang the Ghostcob, the Legend of Ghostcob song.
So he had actually walked by the car, and Maci and I were sitting in the car, and he was like, hey, I know your dog. And I was like, you know my dog? He's like, yeah, isn't that Maci? And then that ensued, everybody coming out to get their picture with Maci outside the sign. And it's just amazing in 4.5 years, the amount of people that she has been able to love and be loved by through YouTube, through our local cigar shop, through Boswell's. It is just incredible the amount of love she's been able to give and be given.
Thank you, Dan Boswell, Archie, and all the crew at the Chambersburg Boswell shop. You guys have showed her love. You have allowed us to take her into that shop anytime that I come in there, and I'm telling you from the bottom of our hearts, it has meant so much to have little things like that happen to us. So thank you. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
I'm also going to take number 5. Oh. We have debated and worked with our vet for a year and a half to make sure that while she gets poked and prodded with her allergies, you know, she's at the vet every 5 weeks for shots. She gets so many pills daily.
6 to 8 pills a day.
That she still has a good quality of life. And her vet takes her every couple of months. She'll take her for like a half a day at the office just to observe and play with her and just see that her quality of life is good. Because Maci has a very high tolerance for pain. So we knew that this would be coming.
Banfield Vet is who we use. If you guys have a Banfield in your area, excuse me, some of that smoke went up my nose. Banfield Vet is the one that she's discussing.
They've been amazing. But we've been discussing this for a year and a half, that her quality of life is amazing and that she's a very happy, loving dog. However, we would get to a point where her allergies would no longer be controlled with her meds, which they're not. So Cytopoint, she should be able to get a Cytopoint shot every 8 weeks and that control her meds. She currently gets a Cytopoint shot every 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks. She's taking Apoquil daily. She's on a special diet that we make weekly. She is also on Benadryl 2 to 3 times a day. And she now has
3 pills at night.
A Rod's ear infection that is not treatable with antibiotics, which is why she's losing weight, because the infection is spreading. Sorry.
It's okay, honey.
So one of the things we've discussed in the last year and a half is when we got to this point, we would take her to her favorite place. And in all of our travels, she's been to 6 or 7 states, I can't think off the top of my head, plus traveling here in Pennsylvania to like the
7 states.
Pennsylvania Grand Canyon and all of that. Her favorite place that she just absolutely loved was the Compass Rose Beach in Rhode Island. So we brought her up there, and just her recognition when she realized she was there, she was like a puppy.
She crossed that hill and seen the ocean and the beach.
So excited.
And she just tail going a mile a minute, and she ran like it was the fountain of youth. She ran towards that ocean and just splashed around in the water, dug in the beach, in the sand. We gathered a bunch of seashells to put around her urn when we're going to put it in her room. It was
just her face and her reaction.
There were no tears that day.
No, it was
between the two of us. There were no tears because she was truly.
She was happy.
Yes, that is her happy place. So that was phenomenal, and then to top it off with Saturday with Sarge and Mama at the Sergeant Savinelli Palace, and that was the icing on top.
Yeah, she was a queen for a day.
She was. So Sarge and Mama and Nick, there are no words to express the love that we have for you, the appreciation that we have for you, the kindness that you showed us, the love that you showed Maci for that day will always be in our hearts. So thank you, Sarge and Mama and Nick. That day just meant the world to us. So thank you so much for that. I'm going to throw a bonus one in. And the bonus one that I'm going to throw in is the kindness of the YTPC. I know Mrs. Cobb touched on it, but the gifts that have been sent to her, the kind remarks, the check-ins, the asking for more Maci on the video, everything that Yins have done
And this is such a hard video. We debated on whether we were going to do it or not. But we wanted to give everybody an opportunity
absolutely
to see her, to love her, to know we appreciate you guys welcoming her.
filming the Briar Report. Oh my God.
Yep.
When Phil, I know you're watching. We love you so much. The kindness that you shown Maci and is just, it's amazing. And to think that it all started with you saying, well, just go ahead and do it and see. You know, I mean, it started out as just learning how to do pipe stuff. And she was like, well, you ought to just do it. I mean, it'll give you somebody to talk to, and maybe you'll meet a couple people. Well, I think we met more than a couple people.
Yep.
Jean Panzer in Switzerland. Man, I'll tell you what. Is there any words to express
Nope.
the love
Nope.
that we have for Jean?
No. Oh, my.
I mean, all you guys have just been so amazing to us. So we ask of you tonight to take a moment, a non-English blend now.
Gotta make her happy.
Gurmungeon, you cannot smoke your Maltese Falcon for her. That will not do.
Around. Here, baby. Can you light up the camera?
Light a pipe, light a cigar, have a drink. We are enjoying some Long Branch tonight with her.
Yep, some Long Branch and some Cuddles.
Some Long Branch and Cuddles. It doesn't get much better than that. Thank you all so very much for everything that you've done, not just for me and my channel, but for our family and our loving fur baby. We just love her so much that, you know, like Mrs. Cobb said, we could not let her go without sharing our thanks and our gratitude for every Pardon me for everybody. That's the bourbon. Wow. Also, Union Cigar in Gettysburg and Hanover. John and Jordan.
Uncle John, Uncle Jordan.
Yeah. Nick.
Yeah, we can't
Bill.
we can't walk in there with Maci without her getting 10 or 15. Hi, Macy's.
Or if we walk in without her, it's, well, where's Maci?
Oh my.
So, Nick, John, Jordan, Bill, everybody at Union Cigar, Jeb, Dad, Garrett,
Blue eyes.
Blue Eyes. Oh my gosh, the list goes on and on.
It does. You guys have been tremendous.
And we love you all so very much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So tonight, light a cigar, light a pipe, non-English. I have to remind Bungeon that because, you know, he's that Maltese Falcon guy. So, guys, thank you so very much. Do you have anything else to add?
I don't think so. Well, this is in place of your Fine 5 on Friday. However, it's not going to be posted on Friday.
Till
Yeah.
Friday. It will be posted on Friday.
I think you should post it tonight. So,
Oh, okay.
this is in place of that. So tomorrow morning. Say bye-bye to all your friends, Macy. Say bye-bye. So sweet. So sweet.
Well, I guess I should end it like we always do. Until we can get together and pack a pipe or smoke a great cigar, let all that you do be done in love. Y'all take care and God bless.